The Central Coast's home for classic rock.
I like morning show because it wakes you up.
I can wake up laughing.
It rocks. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
How pathetic can some people be?
I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I was a kid in the 80s and 90s. And parents back then, they would watch TV, and I think it would scare the parents. You know, you realize like now everything's a crime show. Everything that you watch is crime, podcasts are crime, movies are crime. You almost like see it so much. But back then, you only had so many channels. And then when they would watch these shows, they were very powerful shows. My parents used to watch a show called Rescue 911, and it would just show reenactments of crimes. And it was powerful. I've seen 3 seconds of Rescue 911. I remember walking through the living room. My parents are watching it. I look at the TV. A guy has a ski mask on, and a woman is asleep with her feet out from under the covers, and he started rubbing her foot. That's all I saw. I kept walking. I don't know what happened before or after, but I know I've never been able to sleep with my feet out from under the covers because I accidentally saw that 30 years ago. And my feet get so hot, and I want to put them out so bad. I mean, I try it every night for 30 years, and then that image pops in my head, and I yank them right back up. I'll be in a hotel room, and I'm like, look, you can't get in here, dude. You've locked everything. And I'm like, that's exactly what he's been waiting for. He's probably already in there.
Dumbass of the day. 93.3 KZOZ.
It's my worst nightmare because my wife consumes nothing but hours and hours and hours of true crime stuff. Whether it's Dateline, whether it's Crime Junkies podcast.
48 hours,
it's always
2020.
Crime this, crime that. She knows way too much about Sherry Papini. Okay? My wife knows entirely too much about Sherry Papini. And this has come to fruition and it has now proven itself to be true. People that are obsessed with true crime commit crimes. Okay? And we're on to you. We're on to you. Russian chess player confessed to attempting to poison a rival.
Yeah.
It was found she has an obsession with serial killers based on her selections of listening when it comes to true crime podcasts. Amina Abakrova was caught on camera smearing mercury on a chessboard before an August 2nd match with her rival. I'm not going to bother. Her last name's Osmanova, okay? Well, Osmanova fell ill after sitting at the table where the mercury was poured. Later on, Abakrova says, Yes. I poured mercury on table, and so then she said that she told police that she wanted revenge on her.
Okay.
For rumors that she was spreading about her as a chess player, like she's sloppy.
Sounds
with
like
the
she
black
saw the story
chess
of
pieces.
Tanya Harding, if you ask me.
Obsessed with serial killers. She often would post about serial killers such as Charles Manson, Jack the Ripper, and the Zodiac Killer on social media.
Okay.
See, you people, everything that you're into, all this weird quirk stuff that you're into,
Yeah.
if you act in a manner in which you pour mercury on a chessboard to poison your opponent and your rival, it's going to come back to haunt you.
See, this is where I think the difference between people that are somewhat intelligent and not. Because if you watch these shows, I'm not saying I'm like that smart, but I realized you can't kill somebody who can get away with it. You just can't. I mean, everything has been tried. Everything.
There's surveillance everywhere?
Yes, they'll always come back to get you. DNA.
Right here. Caught on camera smearing mercury on chessboard.
Yes.
Duh! How do you think they get the footage for all your shows? Amina Abakarova.
Oh, great pronunciation, by the way. I'm so proud of you.
You go to jail now. You are Jeff and Jeremy's.
Dumbass of the day.
It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
Check this story out. A coffee shop in New York is now charging their customers for internet because they're tired of freeloaders.
If you thought living in New York City was expensive, now we must pay to take our laptops out at coffee shops, and that's not free anymore. That's not a free right in our community.
Free right in our community? Listen, bitch. There are no free rights in your community. You have the right to do nothing, all right? You I don't know where you think everything
I
is owed to
guarantee you.
and that's the problem with our younger society today.
I
it's not a free
guarantee
ride
you.
in our community.
I guarantee you, based on the sound of her age, she is voting for Kamala Harris.
Oh, why did you have to go there? Why do you have to make everything political?
No, because Kamala Harris
Everybody
is all
already
about.
knew that. Already all
She
knew that.
she unveiled her economic plan, and she wants to put a market cap. Or sure, she wants to put a cap on grocery prices and a cap on rent prices, which people like this woman love that idea.
Right
But-
in our community.
Right.
That's not a free right in our community.
So the problem with that is, in a free market society where not everybody is forced by the government to put caps on rent and grocery prices and whatever, and provide Wi-Fi for their customers if the regime so deems it's necessary. In a free market society, the coffee shop right next door or the closest one 3 doors down can be like, free Wi-Fi for our customers. They
Yes.
put a big sign up.
That
and
is
then
called
you don't have-
capitalism. And we live in a
And you-
capitalistic society, not socialism, which is the
Right.
complete opposite.
so you don't have to go down there, right? And you could go down to the other coffee shop, right? And then you could get your free Wi-Fi.
That's not a free right in our community.
Just want to slap her. Oh my God.
Right?
Why should it be free for you to go into somebody's business? They're paying for it.
They expect everything. Well, but I mean, it's not even a Harris thing. I mean, it goes back to being promised free college, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
lies, by the way. Lies. Only for a certain percentage of the population.
Well,
only for
and
people that
how
took a
much of
certain
this-
loan out. Only for people that.
How much of any of this is going to stick once it goes through the process? It's just empty promises. There's no way you're going to take the entire grocery store situation that we have in the United States and just bring it to its knees by saying you can only charge this much for a bag of Cheetos. They're not going to be able to ever do that. So it's an empty promise when you say, oh, we're going to control the prices of groceries. No, you're going to try. You're going to say you're going to do it, just like everything else. Just like you're going to say that we're all going to be driving electric cars, but then you only build 8 charging stations with $8 billion.
Coffee shop in New York is in the news because they are now charging customers $10 for unlimited use for Wi-Fi access for the day.
Right.
And the young kids are not happy about it.
This place is charging $10 a day, $30 a month, or $300 a year for you to be able to use your laptop that you pay for and sit there in their cafe to use
Shut
their
up.
Wi-Fi.
Shut up. They're not charging you to use your laptop. You can pull your laptop out, but if you want to connect to their internet, you're going to have to pay. The way it's been forever.
No.
Well, I mean, I'm
The
just
way
saying.
it doesn't
necessarily.
need to be that way.
No, I'm just saying.
Build it into the price of your coffee if you're
In
smart.
this country,
coffee shop.
nothing's ever been free. All right, you have to pay
Right.
for the copy. They're
Well,
saying
there's-
we'll give you free
Well,
internet if you
insane.
come here. Now
It-
they can't
no such
afford
thing as
that
a free
anymore
lunch.
because the way the economy is and everything's so expensive and business is down and people are probably just coming in there ordering water and using their internet. So they're like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to charge for it because we're not just an internet cafe and serve out free water.
And these people are taking up spots, right?
Yes, right.
So it's official. We're once again the most listened to radio station in San Luis Obispo County. And what do you think the reason for that is, Jeremy? It's not by much. It's by like
It must
4,000
be. It must
people.
be you. It must be you, and
It's
all
not
your,
me. It's
and all
not
your,
me. It's not me.
All your
It's not me.
poignant thoughts.
No.
And
No.
statements.
I was thinking about this. It's like, this is a great radio station because we literally play music from like 6 decades. We play the best songs from the 6 decades. I mean, we cherry pick the best songs from 6 decades, which is great for us. Like a lot of people listen to the country station too. It's like us and them and us and them and us. It goes back and forth. But the country station, they can't go back to the 80s, dude. Come on, let's face it. I mean, country music in the 80s was very, very hillbilly. Okay. Very non-mainstream. We got mainstream backed up all the way to the 60s, right? Like we've got the mainstream music backed up all the way to the 60s.
Sure.
And like country might have a little something on us right now for modern stuff, but we also have 60 years of music before that. It's funny because I think Taco Bell is taking our model of success here at 93.3 KZOZ, and they're applying it to what they're doing with some tweaks that they're doing to their menu. And I think you're going to love this. I'm going to love this because I'm hearing rumblings of some things coming back.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And I think they're more stealing from Taylor Swift than us, but I'll go ahead and take some credit.
Some flashbacks.
Yes, some flashbacks. We'll get to that coming up.
93.3 KZOZ rocks.
It's 93.3 KZOZ, number one for all of San Luis Obispo County.
Jeff and I know that every radio station will say that, but the ratings are broke down that we get back in certain demographics, age groups, all this kind of stuff. But what Jeff tells me is everybody who turned in a book, and you still have
everybody
to write it in
who
if
is
you've done
over
it.
the age of 12.
Yes, 12
For everybody that is over the age of 12, which is
KZOZ came in number
the
one.
biggest sample size that you can take, okay?
Yeah.
Like there are some other places that are like, well, we're number one for women between the ages of 26 and 34. And you're like, okay, well, no. That doesn't mean you're number one, okay? Like, but when you do the 12 plus, and you have the most listeners for the 12 plus, that is the biggest sample size that they will allow for, and we have the most listeners by about 5,000, okay? So, suck it, everyone else. We have the biggest group, we have it all. So, hello, that's us, okay? Number one. We're not going to brag about it. We're not going to put it even in our messaging.
Sounds like you're glazing.
It just is a foregone conclusion. This last time, we were number one. So, there. Take it and deal with what you would deal with it. I don't believe Taco Bell's stealing our model of having a huge library of food offerings like we have a huge library of music. I mean, our music library is the biggest by far on the Central Coast and probably in the state of California.
More self-bragging.
Or probably in the whole West Coast, to be honest with you.
I love it.
Taco Bell has been around for 62 years.
Okay. Longer than us. Yes, we're 70.
Yeah, but we play music. We play
78,
music from the but we play music from the last 62 years.
Okay.
We do play music from the last 62 years. We do.
We do that.
I bet you could find a song that we play from 1962. And that's when 62 years would be. But what they're doing is, I think, more of a ripoff of Taylor Swift's success, because her tour was, she did music from early on in her career, middle of her career. I mean, it was like a complete catalog. That's why these concerts were like 3 hours long, because she would go through and she would do like 27 songs or something like that. It was ridiculous, with stage show and all that stuff. That's why people were big on it. They are taking a fan favorite menu item from each decade that they were around, and they're reintroducing it to us.
Okay.
So
I like that.
So, and they've test marketed this. It's only available at 3 locations. Okay. The Taco Bell in Fullerton started it.
It's not even around here, is it?
The Taco Bell in Fullerton started it, but it's done. But they're testing it, and they'll probably roll it out. This is what they usually do.
Okay.
There was one in Irvine and then one in Brea.
Okay.
That they went ahead and
tell me about the
and
items.
This is
Come on, quit.
so
stringing me along.
1960s. The tostada will be on the menu at $2.19. It'll be on the menu. The original price of it was 19 cents in 1962.
They should do original pricing too. Come on, man.
Do you know what's on the tostada?
I don't care. I
It's that
probably
flat-
wouldn't know it. It's a flat
it's flat-
tortilla with some beans and
Beans, lettuce, cheese, and then some tangy red sauce. That tangy red sauce that you like.
the red sauce they put in the burritos. Why don't they sell that at the store? I want to buy. I mean, I love their fire sauce, but I want to buy that red sauce they put, that red enchilada sauce, enchilada sauce, whatever. Oh, it's so good.
in the 1970s, a popular item was the green burrito. What? Where's your trademark filing on that with Carl's Jr.? Did you sell them that name to do their Mexican side hustle? So the green burrito that they had was refried beans, crunchy onions. That's non-cooked onions.
Yes, the best
That's
kind.
my least favorite kind of onions.
Because you're a wuss.
Cheddar cheese, and they put a green sauce that's made from green chilies, tomatillos, and jalapenos.
Tomatillos.
That's me for $2.49. Okay.
What's the
Now-
meat inside of it? Chicken?
There's no meat. This is just beans.
Okay, I'd eat that. How much is $2.49 for that? Oh God!
For a bean burrito. Basically, a bean burrito with onions. I don't think that's that great of a deal. I think they are leaning on nostalgia to drive that one home.
Yeah. Let me hold on. I think their bean and cheese burrito right now is like $1. But you go ahead. I'll tell you because it's the same.
Oh,
thing
you're
with
going to
the red
tell us?
sauce.
Oh, this is great. This is great. Tell us how you can hack your way to the by being the nightmare customer that you are that always gets his food spit in. Let's see.
When you do it on the app, they don't know who you are.
Bull. They look at you. They see your whole order history when you do it on the app, and they're like, "Oh, this jackass!
Oh, it's this loser, again.
Jeremy." In the 1980s, they're going to bring back. in the 80s, they're going to bring back the Mexi-Melt, which is cheddar, ground beef, pico de gallo, all wrapped up in a soft tortilla. That's going to be $3. Okay, when they bring it back, the Mexi-Melt. I think the Mexi-Melt was something that was pretty popular in the 80s and probably launched Taco Bell into what it is today.
Cheesy bean burrito. This is beans with rice. I'm sorry. Just beans, cheese, and a red sauce. I think there's onions, but I'm not sure. $1.49.
This one has a green sauce. How much is it?
$1.49. It's $1.
$1.49. So you add onions. That's probably not going to be $1, right? No. So you could get the same thing.
Let me add onions real quick.
They're using nostalgia to drive up the prices.
35 cents.
Okay. This is where it comes into my room because I was not much of a Taco Bell eater before they came out with that menu. That was the Fiesta menu. It was the $39, $59, $79. Remember that? Yeah. That was awesome. And it was like smaller tacos, Fiesta-sized tacos, and you could get them, and you could get like 4 of them for 39 cents a piece or something like that. Man, that was great. I love that. They're not bringing that back, unfortunately, but they're bringing back the Mexi-Melt, which is going to be $2.99. But then here's where I come into play. I loved this. I thought this was great. The beef gordita supreme. Oh yeah, yo quiero Taco Bell.
I don't think I ever had the beef. I had the beef gordita crunch, but I don't remember that was where the gordita was. They had inside.
Oh, it would house a taco shell,
a crunchy taco shell
stupid.
with beans in between to hold it together, and then they had the beef gordita cheesy bologna in there. Okay,
this is basically a soft taco on a gordita.
Are they bringing back the enchilada or not?
They're not bringing back the enchilada.
See, it pisses me off because certain Taco Bells, and I'm going to give a shout out right now to Oak Park Boulevard. Oak Park Boulevard! They will do it. They've always done it.
Big
They're great.
Out,
I want to tip them. Because when I've been to other Taco Bells, they will not do it. I'm like, well, all you do is take and then, they love to be told what to do by some jackass in the drive-thru. Well, all you need to do is take your bean and cheese burrito, put some red sauce on it in a little tub, and some cheese and onions. Sorry, sir, we can't do it.
I got to tell you right now, if I...
Don't finish it. Don't say it.
No, I'm not going to spit in it. I'm not going to spit in it.
Don't say it.
If I'm working at a fast food restaurant and some guy is explaining to me in detail how to make it, I'm guessing that they used to work there. So I'd be like, oh, cool. Did you used to work here, sir? And you'd be like, no.
Been a customer for 30 years.
I just order a lot from you, okay?
I mean, it's a bean and cheese burrito with the red sauce and some onions. That's it. The raw onions. What did you say they call the raw onions?
Crunchy.
That's
a bad way to describe it. Crunchy onions tells me it's like dirty or something.
All right.
And then from the 2000s, this kind of sucks because it's just a dessert item, but it's a cool dessert item. The apple empanada.
Okay. Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Better than that.
So look for that.
Better than that deep fried stupid crap they made with cinnamon on it, like a churro. I hated those things. There's nothing.
That's like whenever we play Nickelback. That's what you get. Nickelback is the apple empanada of the new Taco Bell Decades menu.
Jeff Jeremy here online at KZOZ.com. Don't forget the podcast goes out. It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning, wherever you listen to yours. If it's on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, subscribe to it. It'll pop right into your inbox. And if you get a chance and you go give us 5 stars or whatever, do it. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning right now.
It helps our ego.
KZOZ.com
I mean,
too.
not only do we not want to be a part of like the biggest and most listened to radio station on the Central Coast, but we also want to be, up there in the podcast realm. That would be nice. So let us know by leaving the 5 stars and the reviews, the good reviews. We don't want to hear about the bad ones.
We hear those all the time anyways.
We were just talking about, you were kind of bitching about some of the prices of the old menu items that Taco Bell was going to be reintroducing. The problem is they're following Taylor Swift's model. She's doing a show in October. So I thought her tour was over, but I guess it just continues. While it's making money, it's going to just keep cranking out. The cheapest seat to her first Miami show in October is going to cost $3,163.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The cheapest seat to the concert is $3,163.
If I'm her after this, I'm done. I retire, and and maybe in 10 years she's young, so maybe in 10 or 15 years she wants to do something else. Fine, but whatever.
Buy that island.
I'm done working. I'm done.
Live out your days. Do a podcast every once in a while. Charge them $3,000 to have you on as a guest. That's your grocery money for the week.
She doesn't need grocery money. She doesn't need anything.
And that's how Taco Bell is, too.
And I wouldn't buy a lot of stuff either, because then you got to pay taxes on all that crap. I would just, have a couple things going, and I would have like a place where it's warm, a place where, whatever. And
so, you know how you just told us how you can actually get that burrito that's selling for $2.49 for... What was it? $1.49 and then 35 cents. So
yes.
$1.75, $1.74. You could get that same burrito for $1.74 if you just special order it on the menu. You'll love this. You can hack Taylor Swift concert tickets. Okay, so like that one. While that one's $3,163, there's somebody that has found it that they can get tickets for 300% cheaper by this hack, and we'll tell you what that hack is coming up.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Sports Now, brought to you by Eagle Energy, the name you can trust to help maintain your business fleet's fuel, lubes, and filters. Call 800-549-FUEL. Eagle Energy, redefining quality and service on the Central Coast.
KZOZ Morning Sports.
The Giants took the Oakland A's into extra innings yesterday, tied in a run apiece when Gerard Encarnacion crushed a 2-run homer.
Encarnacion swings and drives it deep center, hit well. Lede back at the track. It is goal!
Michael Conforto also went yard, lifting the Giants past the A's 4-2. Braves over the Angels 3-1. Dodgers' Clayton Kershaw tossed 6 shutout innings against the St. Louis Cardinals, and Shohei Ohtani picked up his 39th homer of the season.
And the pitch from Sonny Gray. Ohtani hammers one to right. This ball is deep. This ball's gone. It's in the Cardinal
Dodgers
bullpen.
over the Cardinals 2-1. And the Vegas Raiders have named Gardner Minshew and his mustache to the QB1 position. He had been competing for the position with Aiden O'Connell. The Raiders opened the 2024 season at the L.A. Chargers on Week 1.
Hi, this is Desi.
This is Melissa.
This is Katrina. Welcome back to your Eagle Energy 76 Country Store.
You already know that we have more than just fuel. We have what fuels you. When you fill up that car or truck of yours with 10 gallons or more, you get your choice of a refreshing fountain drink, fresh brewed iced tea, or coffee.
Each in any size that we offer for free. Just show us your receipt.
We have an amazing amount of food in our deli that's more than just snacks.
Like our delicious smash bowl. That's mashed potatoes, corn, chicken, and cheddar cheese covered in gravy.
Call ahead for anything in the deli and we will have it ready for pickup.
We also offer a complete family meal that you can call in or pre-order or just stop on by.
The family meal includes your choice of 12 pieces of battered fried chicken, 20 fresh Mojo potatoes,
and 6 biscuits, all for only $25. Just head to the Eagle Energy Country Store on the corner of Highway 46 East and Golden Hill Road in Paso Robles.
See you at the country store.
We'll see you at the country store.
Looking to finish those summer projects? Atascadero Jewelry and Loan is having a huge sale on construction-grade tools for the month of August. DeWalt, Makita, Milwaukee, and so much more. Don't forget to take advantage of Atascadero Jewelry and Loan's everyday low prices on guitars, electronics, and jewelry. Family owned and operated for 28 years. Like them on Facebook for the latest deals and promotions. Or give them a call. Atascadero Jewelry and Loan, 5550 El Camino Real.
Local nonprofit Let's Make a Difference is hosting their 6th annual overdose awareness event August 24th, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Pioneer Park in Santa Maria. You can look forward to resource booths, family entertainment, live music, food, fun, and a silent auction. This is a free, family-friendly event. Let's Make a Difference is dedicated to connecting families and friends of addicts to support to help them avoid the pain due to substance abuse and overdose. Come out and share your support and help with the fight to end overdose.